until Guardiola gets there, I'm just following.
What are you saying?
Andy Jacobs. Clearly, Guardiola's organising this, isn't he?
That's what is going on.
Guardiola doesn't want any trouble with the financial fair play.
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, Clips of the Week time, and to get us underway, Jake Robson has the news.
After the news of sport, here's Jake Robson.
Thank you very much, Andy. The royal wedding begins.
It's on the Wirral. I thought it was at Windsor.
It was. Beaky did a 13-minute sermon.
That's lovely, isn't it? I would have listened to that. They could have had the old do at Prenton, at Prenton Park. That would have been
marvellous.
nice. Yeah.
On to Fisherman's Blues now, and Nigel was back from his cycling holiday.
Good morning, I'm Nigel Bothaway, back from a week cycling in Italy, out of the sadly, saddled sadly.
Marvellous.
Fantastic. Yeah. Now, Neil Warnock was Alan Brazil's co-host on Breakfast yesterday. I was gutted I missed it, because I really was keen to hear the inside story of how Neil got Cardiff into the Premier League. It's an amazing achievement. I'll tell you what, actually, I might be able to catch up now, so let's check in and see what they're talking about.
I've got about 5 or 6 pairs of ducks on the pond. All the roadies are out. I've got a woodpecker just in front of me.
What one? What type? Green or
no, not
lesser
green.
Spotted or greater?
Greater, yeah.
I've never seen Alan so excited.
Yeah, maybe they'll come on to Cardiff a bit later on.
We'll see. This is Mike Parry now talking Arsenal.
There is a lot of bubbling under speculation that Mikel Arteta might take that job.
Mikel Arteta? That's odd, isn't it? I mean, had he got the job, it would have been a possible song, wouldn't it, for the Arsenal fans?
It's our problem-free. It's our problem-free philosophy.
Mikel Arteta. That's it. Fine. Turn it off now.
You'll get the idea there.
Yeah, that didn't quite work. But there we are.
John shaking his head there. Something went wrong.
So, next, it is Jim White about to take a call.
Yeah, it is.
Here's a United fan by the name of Beige in Kent. Beige, good morning.
Beige?
His views are so neutral.
That's right. Joining us next, Puce joins us now. I think it's the caller of the day, not the colour of the day, Jim. You've been reading that wrong.
Yeah. Now, you may recall newsreader Serena Farrow saying this last week.
They finished bottom of the table following a 1-1 draw with St Johnstone, and after Patrick won 1-0 at Dundee.
Yeah, good win for Patrick.
Good win.
Neil Patrick Thistle.
Yeah.
Well, she had another tilt at it this week.
Livingston are now back in the Scottish Premiership for the first time since 2006. The Championship side earned a 3-1 aggregate win over St Patrick.
St Patrick now. Was it St Johnstone or Partick?
I don't know. It could be St Pat's Athletic, the Irish team. I've got no idea.
Back to Fisherman's Blues now, is it me? Yeah.
Yes.
And it's news of a competition.
Second but no cigar was Ross Harold from Tilbury with £120, followed by Simon Skelton, Melton Mowbray.
Conservative, 4,300. Are you one of the Cheltenham Skelton Melton Mowbrays?
Was that name. Simon Skelton from Melton Mowbray, I presume?
Or was Simon Skelton Melton Mowbray? Yeah, good. So anyway, let's go back to Big Al and Neil Warnock and see if they've got round to that Cardiff chat yet. So let's hope they're talking Cardiff now.
We had a pair of buzzards were hovering all day yesterday because it was a real warm day, and they were just on the thermals up there.
Yeah, the flight.
And the old jackdaws and crows don't like it. They're like, they panic.
They dive at them, don't they?
Oh, they panic when they see them.
Bringwatch.
A little bit Cardiff later, yeah. A little bit. Chris Packham's coming in later, so I'm sure they'll get round to the Cardiff a little bit later on.
Here's the TalkSPORT caller of the week to drive.
Sam's a Manchester United fan in Southampton, wants to talk about Harry Kane. Hello.
TalkSPORT caller of the week.
Bit of indigestion he had there, didn't he? Old Sam was a bit of a bad way there. Now, you may recall this well-known old Tony Cascarino clip.
They were allowed a beer, but there'd be one each on the plane. Because they used to laugh, say, oh, we've got beer. Dennis would say, well, we've got one beer on the plane.
Sure.
And they'd be left. But he left no one stone.
Stone?
Well, what happened this week, Andy?
Yes. Slightly different variation.
Tony Cascarino.
I can't get my phone on silent. It's like...
Who's ringing you? Are they ringing you to tell you they're on the radio?
Home.
So we've had Stone and we've had Home. There we are. So this is Mark Saggers setting the scene at Wembley ahead of the Cup final.
To and just to say, inside the stadium it is magnificent as always. The 3 tiers with 90,000 flags on every single seat here.
90,000 flags on each seat.
That's a lot of flags.
We worked that out, didn't we? Wasn't it 8.1 million flags?
8.1 million flags.
8.1 million flags. Well, I've got to be honest. That's because Saggers has got a mate who's in the flag business.
Yeah.
So he's obviously phoned up and said, "Hello, flags, it's Sags." And he goes, "Hello, Sags, it's flags." And get me 8,100,000 flags for Wembley. Surely it only holds no. Don't answer me back, flags. It's become a bit toast, doesn't it? Saggers would be good on toast, I think. You know what I mean? The TV show.
Yeah, not.
Yeah,
we
know what I mean. Yeah.
Here's Danny Kelly now with a great recovery.
At a time when Levy can say, "I've got to pay for the stadium," is he right to make it public that it's time for Spurs to put up or shut up? 087, shut up rather.
Yeah,
close.
We're with you. There's been times though, Danny, you were right first time. Let's be honest. And this week, Nigel Botherway was contacted by one of his favourite listeners, wasn't he?
And here's my favourite texter, or in fact it's a tweet to the Codfather. Nigel, a wonderful rain-soaked morning here from the banks of the Dnipro in Kiev. Listening to your great show is my highlight, so thank you for all you do. Thank you very much. He hasn't put his name on it, and I should be able to remember his name. He often texts me. I've forgotten. Perhaps he'll send it in time, but great to hear from him.
Oh, yeah, great to hear from him. You can't even remember his name. Fantastic. But he feels really special.
Bit harsh.
I know.
But there we are.
Yeah.
And anyway, just before we go, let's get back to Alan and Neil. Surely, they've started that Cardiff chat by now.
And we got a badger. We've got a badger in the garden now, so I've got to keep an eye on him.
Well, what my mate used to do, Alan, he used to have a light that come on automatic, caught the sensor.
Yeah.
And he'd put the nuts down, and outside his house we used to go and crawl down on the floor. And the badgers would come.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, well,
I love
okay.
wildlife,
Maybe we'll never know how he did it. Maybe he wants to keep it secret. Because if you tell people, if you tell other championship managers, they'll all be doing it, won't they?
I can't imagine if Pep ever co-hosted the show with Alan, they'd be talking about badgers.
Yeah, badgers, yeah. He put the nuts down, Alan. So, thank you to Roger in Durham, Callum Patterson, Gayton, Kevin McCallum, Danny Court, Neil Tomsit, Simani, George Bates, Fergus from Froome, and Bob Garunkel. Doesn't really work, does it? Bob, you should have called it Bob Garunkel. Doesn't really work. No. I know you were trying to get at there, mate, but it didn't work.
Should be anyway, Bob Garunkel.
Bob Garunkel, that's right. Yeah. So
that's a name.
No, it's true. So thank you for everybody's suggested clips that were played this week. Here. Yes, you certainly are. Thanks for your.